Hello, hello. Welcome to Pause with Polly in our season of Lent. Happy Monday. Yes, March 24th, Monday already. Woohoo. This week, we are tapping into joy. And today, we are cultivating joy. And Randy Callender, one of the contributors to the booklet for Lent, he says that cultivating joy is a gradual process built through small, meaningful actions. So reflecting on how we cultivate joy in our lives, it truly makes sense to say that joy doesn't come from big moments, but rather from the small choices and daily habits that we nurture. Yesterday, Sunday, I took my intentional walk around the neighborhood, and during my nearly 3.2 miles that I walked around, I noticed flowers. I listened to the birds singing and chirping around. I had a quick chit chat with a grandmother who was watching over her grandson playing on the street. I saw a mom with her baby that was super chatty, super vocal. I couldn't understand what the baby was saying, of course, but it was just cute to see that. I also observed in another street that I walked by, the kids that were playing in front of a home, they were like curious, just trying to bring the pieces or the rocks that were in front of the house to see what was underneath that. And when I walked by the playground, I even noticed that there was a person there by the shade, sitting quietly, just reading a book. Those moments in that intentional walk that I prepared myself to do so, to observe what was around, really spoke to me, and they brought me joy. And when I am now talking about that, that also brings me joy. Just in this moment, thinking of it. And yes, I can look back on my journey. Teaching English, for me, for example, has always been something that brought me great fulfillment. But after some time living here in the US, I eventually started questioning my role and the impact of my work with the Brazilian community around me. And there was something there which wasn't connecting. The flow of it wasn't as good as it used to be. There was something missing. Little by little, looking at other opportunities and trying other things, I began facilitating Portuguese for Americans, actually, for English speakers. So Brazilian Portuguese to English speakers. And through this shift, I rediscovered the joy of teaching and guiding others through the process of learning a new language. So more than teaching the words and the grammar rules, I was once again building bridges, connecting learners with the culture of the language that they were learning, and also creating connections between learners of Portuguese, Brazilian Portuguese, with Brazilians, like bridging this. It's just fabulous. It brings me so much joy. And in this path, through this transition, I also started expanding my work. I also started getting knowledge into facilitation, conscious leadership, to bring these experiences now of conscious leadership and intentional pause to others. And these practices, they bring me purpose and they bring me joy. So when I look back and I see the experience I've had building like languages, teaching language since I was 16, that makes perfectly sense. And it's all connected. I needed that experience to be where I am now. And this brings me joy, thinking of it. Everything is connected. But you might be, okay, Polly, where are you going with all this? I'm bringing these connections to you because even in our booklet, in here, this week, today's message, it talks about Simone Biles. Sorry if I mispronounced her name. Too bad, I didn't check before. Anyway, there is a little story about her and how she really stepped away from training and from competitions for a while because she couldn't find joy in what she was doing. And she had to reconnect it to herself to bring back the path of joy so that she could be back in training and being in the Olympics. So we all go through moments in life where we needed to reconnect it to our purpose, to build that joy and make it happen. Big achievements matter, but the little steps and the daily choices are what really, really help us build joy, nurture joy in our lives. One other thing that also brings me joy is being here with you guys, is reading this booklet, focusing my attention on bringing the words and bringing the stories of my life also. So revisiting moments and getting this moment to record a conversation with you. And when it's out there and I have the replies of it, the interaction of it, the giving and receiving, this cycle is amazing. It warms my heart, and it also brings me joy. Lots of little things, oh my. Joy happens when we are connected in here. So in a way to make it personal for you, look back at your journey, your own journey. What are the small moments? What are the choices that you usually make that bring joy to you? Take it out of your mind, put it on paper. At least 3 moments or 3 choices that usually bring you joy. What are they? And if you were looking to bring more joy into your journey, what is one small, meaningful action or one small step that you can take to cultivate joy right now, today, or throughout this week? Embrace it, cultivate it, nurture it. Little pods of joy can become something big in our world, and we need it. For us, for you, from me to you, for all the world. It's in our hands, it's in our hearts. Bring joy into the world. Thank you for being here. See you next.